welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to those who have subscribed. I know it's been some time, but if you watched my last video, then you know your girl has relocated to a new state. I have a new home, and finally things are in order enough where I am ready to share, give you a life update, talk about the cost of moving out of state, some of the lessons that I've learned, why I decided to move, and where's my mental, all of that jazz, because we ain't talked in a while. It's been some time, right? So we're gonna hop right on into it, the why, right? Why did I relocate? Why did I choose Charlotte? And honestly, guys, I love this city. I love it. One of the things that really drew me here is I felt like it was a perfect combination of my hometown of Richmond, Virginia, but also gives me some DMV vibes because there's still a lot to do. And for southern cities, it's up there with more of the diverse cities. And after living in the DMV area, I love diversity, and it's really hard to go back, you know. It gives me that southern homey. I love all that sweetie pie, baby honey bunches of oats. It's like the whipped cream of life. The first time I visited Charlotte was in 2017 for my 25th birthday. So it's actually kind of like a full circle moment. Like 5 years later, I actually live here, and it's wild. I'm excited to vlog this journey, taking leaps, learning more about myself. I do not by any means necessary dislike the DMV. If you're seeing this video, I stand 10 toes down on that video of like the top 10 things you should know before moving. Just for me, as I'm getting into a new season and chapter of life, I was ready for a little bit slower of a pace, to relax a little bit more, to feel all nesty and cozy and warm. And that's how I feel here, guys. It's really just that simple. I have visited multiple times because for me, I gotta know how a city is during different seasons. When there's big things happening, when there's nothing happening, I have to get a whole feel. I need to know what the nightlife is like. I got to know what the food is like. And y'all, I can tell you honestly and truly, your girl has missed deep down in her spirit, okay? Some good southern food. If you do not know, my parents were both born and raised in North Carolina. So all of my family is from here, and it's where they were rooted. So some of them moved to Richmond, some live in the DMV, and then there's others of us that are spread out a little bit more. But my parents have North Carolina roots, you know? And it just gives me those feels, guys. It just gives me those feels. You never know what life may take me. I might end up back in the DMV. I can't see myself back in Richmond, but I really am enjoying myself. Like, even just moving in, even just touring apartments here, I felt so at peace. I felt so warmed. I felt so invited. I felt so loved, and it just gave me this sense of hominess that I never quite felt in the DMV. No shade. I mean, it wasn't my home. It's not where I was from. But I mean, just moving in, I just felt like, wow, like, you know. And there were times where I did get to pray, and I was like, God, is this really where I'm supposed to be? You know, and like I told y'all before, when I moved up to the DMV, I'm very much in an active prayer, active faith part of my life. And I will knock on doors and ask God if it's for me, let it open. And I was blessed with a new job. I was already working remote, but it didn't start off that way, right? Because 2020, COVID, all the things. But it kind of felt like, I was trying to cry. I know y'all get tired of seeing me cry. I get tired of crying too. It was such a full circle moment when I received my new job offer, and it was permanently remote. It was just like, I got, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's all I really can say, and I'm happy. I'm excited. People have been checking on me, my friends and my family, and thank you so much. But it's not my first time uprooting my life and moving to a new city. I will say it is a very humbling experience, especially when you don't have family like in arm's reach. I was blessed to have an amazing father. I have a great brother in my life, and when I first moved to the DMV, and it was just like, I can't be like, Daddy, can you come? Brother, can you? Woo! I had a moment, y'all, trying to get my desk into this apartment by myself, and they did not deliver it to my door. Your girl was struggling real bad. And those are definitely some of the things that come with, you know, uprooting, moving somewhere new that you have to consider. There are days where you're like, I really need some help. That day was a bad day for me. I was struggling so bad, y'all. Like, that desk was so heavy, I couldn't even lift it onto my wagon to get it to my car, and then trying to put it in my car, I wasn't strong enough to push the desk like all the way on the back seat. It kept going behind the driver's side, and I couldn't lift it enough. God knew your girl was struggling. Wonderful man was walking up and was like, do you need help? And I'm at a point in my life where, yes, okay, I ain't finna act like I got it. If you're willing to help me, I'ma take it, okay? I'ma take it. And he helped me, because y'all, I would have had to call the leasing office the next day, maintenance, somebody come help me, because I could not. I had to drive around with one of my car doors open just to be able to get it here, y'all. Your girl was tired. She treated herself out to some food that day, because it was hard. It was hard. But I utilized an apartment locator realtor. Her name is Melissa, and she was absolutely wonderful, y'all. So the reason I started searching for one is because, you know, I love decor. So I have all these decor pages that sometimes show realtor pages, and I would get pages in like Houston of houses and apartments, and I'm like, if people are doing this here, let me see if somebody's doing it there. And guys, there are apartment locators here to be they are supposed to be an actual realtor. So she has her realtor's license. She has like a form on her Instagram bio. You go in, she asks you, you know, like, what's your budget, what you're looking for. She does help with the luxury like apartment. So I think her starting price point was like $1,600. However, she did show me one bedrooms that were cheaper. She also has an affordable apartment list, and yeah, she'll ask you, I think your credit has to be at least like a 600, and yeah, she helped me. She asked me what I wanted. We had our consultation. She was sweet as pie. She is super responsive, answered all my questions. She made me feel secure in, you know, working with her. She showed me the list of places. She pointed out what my pros and cons were for each place based off of what I said I wanted. I got that sheet back. I said, this for the type A's, okay? This is for the OCD people. It was amazing. And even from there, I selected the ones I wanted to see. She made my appointment. So all I had to do was pull up. And that's all I wanted to do. That is all I wanted to do. The way she gets paid is through the apartment people or whatever. They have a process and a finder's fee, you know, referral, all of that. So she gets her coins. But I didn't have to come out of pocket personally for anything for her services. But I do think if you want something cheaper, she does have an option. I think it's like you have to pay, I want to say like $100, and she'll pull together a list. If you can, it is always cheaper to move during the winter time. I have been wanting to move here for about 2 years now, so I've had my eyes open to the markets, and I already knew based off of the DMV, like y'all, when I tell you it's cheaper to move in the winter time, I'm talking about these places will go up like $500, $600 more in the summer. So if you don't have children or you have young children, because of course you don't want to uproot your children in the middle of the school year, right? Move in the wintertime. Move around the holidays. You get some deals. You get some deals. You get some deals. You get some wonderful deals, y'all. We even saw a 1-bedroom. I think when she originally listed it to me was like $1,400 or something like that. And when we went to actually go see it, the price had dropped to like 13 something. Rent is going up everywhere. So it's really hard to find really cheap rent anywhere anymore. Charlotte is booming. There's a lot of new development here. A lot of luxury apartments. My biggest thing to her was space. I feel like if I'm going to drop these coins, I want the space. Because I definitely could have lived right in Uptown. I'm like 15 minutes away. But I was like, I'm not about to spend this bread to live in a shoebox. I'm sorry. No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. I think if I wasn't working from home, it would be better, because like, oh, okay, I'm going to the office, I'm only home, so you know, but I'm here all day. Give me space. And she made the process super easy, y'all. I highly recommend her. One of the locations, she actually had to be present in order to receive her commission, and she showed up on time. Just very warm, very inviting, very knowledgeable. What I really liked about her is she gave me apartments that had different vibes. It was like super suburban, super urban. There was one right in the city where I could walk across the street and get on the rail if I wanted to. Like, she really gave me the space I wanted, the price point I wanted, and also gave me different vibes. So she's like, I don't know, you know, you might want a little city, you might want a little country, you might want a little in the middle. And I really appreciated that. Because too, when you're moving for some distance, you ain't trying to keep being on the highways and the byways and being on flights. It's a lot, and it can be overwhelming. We're gonna get into these moving costs because your girl spent a grip. She blew a bag. It was expensive, more expensive than I had originally thought it was gonna be or budgeted for. But you know what? It worked out. It worked out. Okay, here we go. So one of my friends, one of my great homegirls, shout out to Brit, she told me, Patty, go and get you some reusable storage bins from Walmart. Cause I was like, yo, why do boxes cost so much money? Empty boxes cost a grip. Why? It's expensive. So I ended up getting, I should include some pictures in here, some big bins from Walmart. I got the clear ones I got the green top just because I didn't want white. So I got I got 10. Hold on, y'all, my math don't be mathing, so let me use this calculator again real quick. Okay, yes, I got 20 big bins, which equaled $200. No, I did not buy all the big bins at one time. I went to the store multiple times because I was like, let me just see how much stuff I got. I got a lot of stuff, but we'll get to that. So that was 20 big bins were $200, including the lids. They were $20 each. I ended up getting some little bins. They were $7, and I think I got, let's see how many I got. I got 3 of those. I used those for like the kitchen stuff, pantry items. Okay, so that was $21. Bubble wrap. Bubble wrap, y'all. Bubble wrap, bubble wrap. If you care about it, bubble wrap it. I did not bubble wrap everything. I bubble wrap my expensive things, okay? My expensive mirrors that cost me some good coins. Some pictures that were sentimental to me, I bubble wrapped those. I got 2 big rolls from Walmart, and that was $48. And then I got, oh, I forgot to include that in here, a little thing of bubble wrap, and I think that was like $12. Just know $12 finna be missing from this grand total once we get to it, okay? Next, I got some brown wrapping paper, and that was to wrap up my glasses, my plates. That was $6, also from Walmart. Alright guys, the movers. So I ended up utilizing U-Haul, renting a U-Haul truck, and also utilizing their tool, which will allow you to go in and add movers on either side of your move. And you don't have to book it at the same time, okay? Because you have to pay for the movers up front. So if you ain't got that money up front, go ahead and just reserve the U-Haul, and then you can price out the movers. Take your time and do the reviews, and I'm about to get to why. And you can do it that way. That way, if you're moving from whatever state, if you got the bread for the movers right now, go ahead and pay for it. U-Haul, you don't gotta pay until the day of. You don't have to pay until the day of. Okay, one of the things that I really learned is that U-Haul prices fluctuate. I did not know that. I did not know that. I did not know that. I didn't know that, y'all. When I originally priced out the truck, okay, I got the truck that is supposed to fit 2 to 3 bedrooms, because I have a lot of stuff. I did move from a 1-bedroom, but I knew I had things. My stuff filled up the entire truck, okay? When you opened up that door, my things were right there. It was completely full. They was playing me at the U-Haul place like, girl, you don't need this big truck, blah, blah, blah. I would have been very upset if I had went with the standard size that they suggested for the 1-bedroom. And then in the process of them loading it up, I have to try to get a new truck. Word to the wise. Okay. So when I first priced out the U-Haul, guys, it was gonna be $1,000, and I was like, okay, a stack. I can do that. Ain't no thing. I originally tried to budget for $1,300 to $1,400 just for the U-Haul and the movers. Y'all, I had some things going on with my lease that needed to be fixed, and I just didn't feel like committing to my reservation until I knew. A week later, when I went to book the U-Haul, guys, it had went up $465. I was mad. I was upset. I was in my feelings. I was staring at the computer screen. So you know me, I had to call customer service like, hey yo, what's up? And she told me, yeah, prices fluctuate. We're typically more expensive during the end of the month and the beginning of the month when the demand is high. Had I reserved it when I first saw it, if I needed to change the dates, I could have kept that same quote. I was mad, y'all. I was so upset. I was like a sucker punch to the gut. I'm tired of spending money. So on the Virginia side, the movers that I got were $200, and they were late. They were an hour and a half late, and I was super irritated because y'all know I moved from a tower, and you have to reserve the freight elevator. Other people need to reserve the freight elevator. So I only had that elevator reserved for a certain amount of time. And of course, we ran overtime and somebody else was waiting for it, and they were also upset. Y'all, these men showed up with no tools. I had called earlier in the week to be like, hey, I got a lot of stuff. I really think this should be a 3-man job instead of 2. And they was like, yeah, I'll send the 3rd man out. If we need to extend the hours, that's fine. I told him everything I had. What's the point of asking me what I have if you gonna come with nothing? It was like, yeah, we can take down the bed. That's a part that's included. La la la. Y'all, they showed up with no drill. They showed up with no dolly. Asked me if I had a dolly. I was irritated. I was very irritated. I had to call them to figure out where they were. You late, you not gonna hit my phone? They did get the job done pretty quickly. They got it done in like 2 hours and I think 15 minutes. And I did tip the guys. I know the miscommunication was from, you know, the schedulers. And also moving is a lot, y'all. I just felt bad. I was like, they worked really hard with no dollies moving this stuff. Even though it took them some time and they were late, I felt bad. So I still tipped them $75. So for the Virginia movers, I spent $275, okay? Moving day was a whole lot of, because I was trying not to have the truck for a long time. So they finally loaded up, I think, everything around 1 o'clock p.m., a little after 1 p.m. Still had to finish clearing out some stuff like the refrigerator. Finally stopped and got into bed, I think about 7 or 8 o'clock that night, and we were on the road at 3:30 in the morning to Charlotte. All right, so the NC movers were $254. Guys, the communication, I'm gonna have them on the screen. So if you're in the Charlotte area, you're doing a local move, you need somebody to come and hang up stuff, because I did ask him, I was like, hey, so y'all do other services, because I need stuff to go up. And they moved me in an hour and a half, y'all. They unloaded that truck, put my bed together. I was like, dang, I didn't even have like my curtain rods and everything out for them to put up at that time, because I didn't think they was gonna be done and we was just gonna be sitting there chilling. Very professional. They did a lot of check-ins, asked me about what I had. They came with tools. I mean, even having the little door stopper to open up the door was like, after the experience I had the day before, they were absolutely wonderful. I will be utilizing their services when I get ready to move to a house. Amazing. Like, checked in early that morning while I was still on the road. Wanted to double confirm exactly where I was, because I'm in a new development, so sometimes the address can come up weird or different. On time. Customer service, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend them. So I ended up tipping them $100, so that brought my total to $354. Oh, so also with the U-Haul, I rented the, what is it called? The covers, furniture covers. You need those. You need those. You need those. Get more than what you think you need. And I actually looked at my statement and they forgot to charge me for it, because I was talking and rapping, because I just, you know, I was concerned. I was nervous about things. And y'all, they changed my pickup location. Okay, I was supposed to pick up the truck in Alexandria and they changed it to DC. Who trying to drive a big U-Haul in DC at 6:30 in the morning? Stressed me out, y'all. Stressed me out so bad. But thankfully, my daddy taught me how to drive trucks and stuff, so your girl was good. She was good. I did that, okay? I was real proud of myself. Driving that big truck all the way here. So definitely rent those mats. Call in advance and ask them, you know. I don't recommend getting any of the bubble wrap and stuff from there, because the prices were inflated. Also, y'all know supply and demand stuff is still iffy, and it's been iffy since COVID. So it is cheaper to bundle order boxes, which you can do in advance, and you can actually have them shipped to your home via Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart. So that's also something you might consider. I had waited to the last minute. Y'all know originally I wasn't planning to move until later in January. Ended up moving New Year's weekend. I was gone for a week, so I had to pack up my home really fast. Okay. The U-Haul gas, pissed me off. I asked them like, what type of gas, you know, this take? They said regular. Psh, we lit. Okay, we lit. I mean, I was like, okay, about $100. Y'all, it cost me $88 the first round to fill it up, and it wasn't even on E. And I stopped it. And I was like, oh, well, this is gonna be enough to get me all the way down the road and be right where I needed to be. No, guys, it had to stop again. I put $200 and gas into that U-Haul. I'm still not over it. Still not over it. Gas in my car, filled it up twice, so that was about $42. Okay. Rent. My prorated rent was like $600, I think it's $73. Because the reason why I'm ended up moving sooner is because they had a deal like move in by December so and so, get the first month of January free, and I was like, yeah, I ain't trying to pay rent here in the old place. I takes the free month, okay? Then I brought my sister a flight and my friend a flight so that they could fly back because they drove my car down while I drove the U-Haul. And I just felt like that was the right thing to do. So I think my sister's flight was like $150, my friend's was like $139. Because honestly, flights from Charlotte to DC really ain't that bad. It's more expensive to fly from Charlotte to Richmond than it is from Charlotte to DC. Okay, rental insurance at this place, they made me pay for it up front for the full year. That was $100. Oh y'all, I forgot something else on here. Electricity, the deposit for that was $250. The deposit here was $175, and my application and fees was $182. Also, I was under the impression that I could just show up the day I was getting my keys and pay, but it was like, no, you gotta pay. So I had to overnight the money order, which was $50 to overnight it. Tape was about $30. I feel like it was probably more than that. I used a lot of tape. I used a lot of tape for only having, what, how many boxes was that? For only having about 7 to 8 boxes, I went through some tape. So my grand total for the move, not including my prorated January rent of my old place, was $4,154. That's not including my prorated January rent from my old place, because that will bump it up to $5,634. That doesn't include the electricity deposit I told y'all about and something else. It was a lot. Y'all should have saw my reaction to these numbers when I really sat here last week, and I was like, I want to know how much money I really spent. Let me add it all up. And it's really crazy because it's like, bro, I really had that. I really had that. I really did that. My suggestions, if you are moving somewhere further, sell all your furniture, bro. I was in a rush in desire to keep my furniture because they had a lot of sentimental attachments for me, and also because I work from home, I'm here all the time. I need something to sit on. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, if you moving further, sell all your stuff, do it in advance. Facebook Market is jumping, okay? My stuff sold on Facebook Market so quickly. I don't know if it's because it's the DMV area. I can't speak to all other market locations, but y'all, I posted my stuff like late at night, and before I could list everything, people was, I was like, oh my, this is, I was like, oh, this is a little overwhelming now. Whew, they was jumping on it. So yeah, if I were advising somebody who was trying to do it cheaper, sell all your stuff, sell all your stuff, sell all your stuff, keep it closed. Get you that small little U-Haul pickup truck with just your clothes, baby, and get on the road. I did call companies, moving companies, and they started quoting me about $2,500, and I was like, nah, it's okay, bruh. I'm capable of driving a U-Haul. It is fine. And that was on the low end. And I was like, bruh, I'm just moving the state away. I'm not even like going to LA or Texas or New York or like Miami. But I'm grateful. My stuff is not damaged. I do have a few scrapes on a few pieces, but honestly, y'all, at the end, I was super tired. I was really drained. I don't recommend starting a new job right before a move. Because it's really stressful trying to perform at top tier, and y'all know in December I was so burnt out. Honestly, I've been here for about 2.5 weeks now, and today is the first day I finally feel like, wow, because I'm a person that can't live in chaos. You know, I am a tad bit OCD. I used to joke about it a lot. I still be joking about it, even though I know it's like a real condition. But some days I'm like, do I? Because y'all, I was in here like a frenzy. Like, I gotta get this, I gotta do that. I can't. It's like I couldn't breathe. But I definitely think if moving somewhere new, moving to a new city is on your heart, it's on your mind, save up for it for a year, if not more, and do it. Why not? I felt like I'm young, single, don't have no children, I got a remote job, and this is something I wanted to do, so why sit on my hind parts and stay where I am? But yeah, it teaches you a lot about yourself. It forces you to be more interactive because you need social interactions, especially if you're working inside the crib all day. I feel like you truly learn yourself. You know what it means to be fearless, to be independent, because you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared for emergencies. You have to be prepared for no one to be able to get to you right away, which can be a little, you know, unnerving, which is why I picked the place I did. It's very secure. Y'all, we don't have keys. And that was something that was really new to me. You know, this is a different type of lifestyle for being how I was raised and grew up. And y'all, I set the alarm off like last week. I was so embarrassed, y'all, because I opened up the door. They had valet trash to put my trash back in. I completely forgot. So I'm just walking up to it like, oh, it's talking to me. Let me just put in my code. Y'all, I couldn't remember my code. Turn around and grab my phone. It started going ham. And I was just like, Patty, you done just woke up everybody. It's hard-working people in here. Some people could work overnight. You don't know what time people gotta get up. I was so embarrassed. But that thing works. It's loud, y'all. It was louder than the smoke detector. It was loud. So it's kind of dope though. It's fancy. And I like it. The staff's nice. The neighbors that I have met have been nice. Yeah, how am I doing? I'm finally doing better, y'all. First moving, I still felt like all over the place. I felt like things were everywhere, and something I'm still adjusting to is, I told y'all it's a slower pace, right? So So I feel like if you've never lived in a busier city or an environment, you won't know what I'm talking about, because I didn't really notice it either, you know, growing up, you know, in Richmond. And I remember going to like my grandparents' house, and it's like time kind of felt like it froze and just slowed down. It's really, really trippy. So it became really, really trippy seeing the difference from like the DMV hustle bustle to Richmond to North Carolina. And y'all, people here just move like they're not in a rush, and I'm still trying to be like, calm down, slow down, it's okay. They be driving real slow on the highway, and I just be like, girl, relax. Where are you going? Where did you got to get to? Slow down. And I'm excited for that medicine, that feeling to kick in, and I'm just like, You know, I went to Chipotle and they were just, you want this? You want that? And I was just like, the line out the door, and they, okay, you good? You straight? All right. Ooh, I can't wait for that to be me. So I'm super excited, y'all. Charlotte has a host of restaurants and activities. I actually went to my first social club event for young, you know, Black women looking for authentic community. I'm going to another one this coming weekend, and then another one the following. There's tons of social clubs here for all different interests. I'm going to link a lot of sources, because I know some people are like, how do you find this or that? So I know people are saying, you know, on social media now to not really add hashtags, but hashtags is where I be finding stuff. Honestly and truthfully, there's Facebook groups, and there's a host of Instagram pages. I'm not on the TikTok yet, y'all. I really don't need another. I know I need it for, like, you know, the content, but like, guys, I don't need something else taking up my time. But it's okay, because this year I'm going to be repurposing content, remixing it for all platforms, so I'm excited about that. This coming weekend, I'm actually going to be chilling out more and actually sitting down and planning out my vision board. So I know the new wave is the digital planning and the digital vision boards, but because I work a 9-to-5 where I'm on the computer all day, y'all know YouTube, I'm editing on the computer, photography, I'm on the computer. It's a lot of screen time, and I need some time to not be looking at screens all day long. So I'm still going to just sit, relax, pour me some wine, just write it out. I do have things on my heart this year that I really want to accomplish. Some things I'm not yet ready to share. Y'all know I'm gonna share when I'm ready, and I'm excited. One of the things I'm not really looking forward to is that process of looking for a new church home, because that's a process. And you have some hits, and you have some misses, and it's a process. So honestly, right now, I've just been going to Elevation, which has been amazing. But I feel like I'm having this like internal conflict, because I grew up Baptist, and I love being a part of the Black church. I love our songs. I love our history. I love being able to reach my community. Not to say that you can't in a non-denominational, diverse church, but it's just different. And it's also kind of making me sad that we're losing our history again. It's just like, dang, so much of Black culture and history is full of oral songs and traditions, and I feel like we're losing that, and that does make me sad. But I also understand for people that did not grow up super religious or in the church, honestly, I would recommend, if you're on that journey, that you try a non-denominational, because I think it's easier to understand, especially if you did not, you know, weren't raised that way. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm proud of myself, honestly and truly. Like, I've already been out to social club events, talking to people, and it's just like, wow, who is this woman? Who is this woman? So I'm really excited. Guys, I am praying that God delivers me from the spirit of DoorDash. And I am proud to say I have not ordered DoorDash the entire time I have lived here, which has been 2.5 weeks. And I didn't do it a few days before I left. So we about 3 weeks in, y'all. What they say, it's like 23 days to make or break a habit. I've been cooking, y'all. I have not cooked this much in an embarrassing amount of time, but I'm feeling good. I have content for y'all. I have new fragrance videos. I know the girls who love the next video. I got some new stuff over there in the corner. And yeah, you have any questions, any things that you feel like I did not share, and moving tips, moving advice, let me know down in the comments. But honestly, y'all, one of my favorite scriptures is, God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. And that is how I choose to live my life. And I do feel I have God's protection over my life, and I feel like this is going to be an amazing adventure and chapter in my life. And I'm happy. I don't have any complaints. My friends would chat like, Patty, you okay? I'm like, yeah, like I'm good. I miss them though. I miss them terrible. I'm like, dang. Just want to have a little girls' night. My friends over, smoke some hookah, make some drinks, cocktails, having a game night. But I'm gonna be seeing them because y'all know I can't sit still for nothing. I have a couple of trips already on the calendar for this year. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, y'all. I just have peace. I have peace in my spirit. I'm finally not feeling super burnt out, and I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I also feel like if you were looking for like moving tip advice, watch some more content, y'all, because I know there was a cheaper way. I just was too exhausted to think of something else. U-Haul is definitely cheaper than going with other companies. They do have companies that are like, they're like transit van lines. So if you're moving from like East Coast to West Coast, you can ship your stuff through them. It does take them a certain amount of time to get it to you. I think she was saying like 10 to 14 days, and I was like, oh no, but no. I need my stuff right away. But if you are moving that far, look into it. But honestly and truly, just sell your stuff. Sell your stuff. Sell your things. But one of the good things about keeping your things, if you feel like you can afford to do so, or you just want to spend that coin, is it is nice having options for your decor. It is nice to already be like, oh, I got my TV stand. Oh, I got my couch. My bedroom is almost complete decor wise. And I'm not spending that much money on decor. I am still spending money though because it's me. But it's, you know, do what's best for you. Write it down. Start pricing out things in advance. Do not wait till the last minute. And like I said, y'all, I was super burnt out. I think this is probably the most I have been still since, I think my last free weekend was in October. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, guys, I think that's it for real. That is all. I'll have all of the pages where you can find the Charlotte food bloggers. There's actually Facebook groups. Don't sleep on Facebook groups, y'all. I know Facebook can be a little bit, but them groups, especially the things to do in Charlotte group, it be jumping. You can find different places, sources. It's amazing. So yeah, I'll catch y'all in another video. I think the next video you're gonna see is like my first like weekend vlog, and then we're gonna get into some fragrance videos. So thank you so much for watching. My channel has grown a lot even when I haven't been posting as much this past month, and I'm excited. So thank you for being here. I'll catch y'all in another video. Bye.